Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over some knee-jerk reactions for Game Week 5. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, how did you get on in Game Week 4, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off before we get into the knee-jerk reactions for Game Week 5, just going to go over how I did in Game Week 4. It was a red arrow. I finished on 73 points. Not a crazy bad red arrow. I went from like 150k to like 280, so nothing insane. But Onana letting me down again. I hate this guy, man. I can't wait to get him out of my team, bro. Back-to-back 0-pointers. Just so annoying having him in the squad. I mean, no goalkeepers really did anything this week. I mean, Pickford literally scored an own goal and conceded 2 and still came out with more points than Onana. How does that even happen? Honestly, I do not like having this guy on my team. It's not even that he's the problem either. It's just United defense are just so bad at the moment. He got a stupid yellow card the other day when it was like Maguire's fault. Like they were taking too long to take the goal kick and it was literally Maguire's fault, but Onana got the yellow card. So it's just things like that that have been really annoying. But I mean, he's got Brighton at home this week coming up, but I'm just going to play Turner in that. And then he's got like Burnley and like Crystal Palace, so I'll probably just keep him for that, and then I'll just get rid of him on the wild card. Well, probably Game Week 9 or Game Week 8 I'll probably wild card and just get rid of him. But yeah, this guy has not been fun to own at all. Absolutely insane at the start of the season getting that big 9-pointer, but now it's just ridiculous. But I mean, I can just play Turner next week anyway, so hopefully that'll be alright. But yeah, Nana getting 0 points, Estepinian getting 2 points. That was really annoying because a lot of people benched him and he conceded in like the 94th minute, so that was really infuriating. I went Baldock over Saliba. Not the best decision. Should have just played Saliba instead. Baldock only getting 1 point, and then Chilwell also only getting 1 point as well. Picked up a yellow, hooked off on like the 60th minute again. So yeah, my defense this week is absolutely tragic. Like 4 points from 4 players is just so bad. And Mbumo getting 8 points. Did bring him in this week, and it was a decent transfer. I think I took Matoma out for him. Matoma got an assist. I think he finished on like 5. So a little plus there in terms of that transfer. Ødegaard also getting me 7 points as well. That was really nice. Saka picking up an assist and getting a yellow, so he finished on 4. Maddison finished on 7. Definitely could have been more. And then Bruno Fernandes obviously finishing on 2 as well. I took out Rashford for Maddison, so it didn't really matter because they both had the same anyway. But yeah, I mean, Maddison with Sheffield United at home now, I'm really hoping he goes big in that fixture. But obviously after that, it's a little bit worse. But at the end of the day, yeah, the midfield kind of saved me this week. Obviously, Nicholas Jackson missing that sitter against Forest. I mean, as a Forest fan, I'm not even bothered. Like, we won 1-0 away at Chelsea. That's such a big result. And yeah, we didn't dominate the game at all, but it was just, yeah, like as a non-Sterling owner and a Jackson owner, I'm very happy that didn't go in, because obviously Sterling would have got the assist points for that. But yeah, obviously picked up a yellow as well because, again, just from the new rules, not a bad tackle or anything. He just I think he told like Worrell that he needs to get, like, he told the ref that Worrell needs to get a yellow card, and obviously got carded himself because he can't do that anymore. And then obviously Haaland getting 40 points, but everyone basically had a guaranteed 40 points. So it's basically what you got without Haaland, and I got 33, which isn't great from 10 players. And then the bench, 20 points. Not fun at all looking at my bench this week. Turner getting 5 points. Archer getting 12 points. He was the player I should have played. But to be fair, if I was going to play him, it would have been for Ødegaard. So it would have only been like a 5-point difference. Still would have been beneficial. But yeah, that was really annoying. But now that he's like, he looks like he's going to be a sure starter and stuff, I can definitely play him in like the easy fixtures and stuff, you know, when they play Luton or whatnot. I'll definitely be playing him. And then obviously Saliba getting 2 points. Then Kabore was actually benched and then came on later on, like the 60th or 70th minute or something like that. So that's a little bit worrying. Again, we'll probably offload him on my wild card. But yeah, all in all, 73 points. Terrible game week, really. I mean, not the worst red arrow ever, but yeah, I was just really unfortunate with like things like Onana. Estepinian was unfortunate. The Baldock decision was just a bit of a punt, but again, should have just played Saliba, really. But yeah, all in all, it is what it is. Going into the international break, let's take a look at the knee-jerk reactions for Game Week 5. So coming in at the first one, number 1 is Sonny. He's been brought in by nearly 300,000 managers. Again, if he carries on playing in that number 9 role, then, you know, he's going to absolutely be loving life, because I think he's going to be really good. Now, of course, he's got a really good fixture coming up, which is Sheffield United at home, arguably one of the best fixtures of the season, apart from Luton at home. But then he's got Arsenal and Liverpool, so I probably wouldn't be tripling up on Spurs players at all. I'd be bringing Spurs players in around Game Week 8, because then you've got Luton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, and I mean Arsenal away and Liverpool at home, 2 tough fixtures really. So I think on your wild cards and stuff, if people are Game Week 8 wild carding, that's when a lot of Spurs players are going to be on it. But all in all, I do like Son as an option if he's going to stay in that number 9 role. If not, because he could potentially be on penalties as well. Spurs have not had a penalty yet, so we don't know who's on them. But if Son's also on penalties, then yeah, he's going to be a massive shout this season for sure. But I mean, the Sheffield United home game is really, really nice, but I think it is just very knee-jerky. It was the same as Sterling. Like, Sterling got a massive haul and then, you know, did nothing against Forest. It might be a similar situation to that. Alvarez also being brought in by over 250,000 managers. Alvarez is a really good shout. You know, I think that as long as he keeps starting, you know, with the fixtures they've got coming up are really nice. And especially if you are wildcarding in game week 8, you can just offload him when he's got like Arsenal, Brighton and United if you want to get rid of him. But yeah, for the next 3 fixtures, he does look like a really good shout. I mean, that Forest home game, our away form has been a lot better this season. We very narrowly lost to Arsenal 2-1 away. We very narrowly lost to United 3-2 away, which again, we definitely should have got something from that game. And then we beat Chelsea away. So from our fixtures, when you look at them on paper, like, they're terrible. Like, we've got City, Chelsea, Arsenal and Man United as our like first away fixture of the season, which is terrible, and we've still done like relatively decent against them. You know, 6 points from now is like, from those games is not bad. Obviously the Sheffield United game was very beneficial to that, but at the same time, I don't think Forest are a team now that they are last season. You know, like everyone would target them last season because of our terrible defense, but we've definitely strengthened a lot. And yeah, okay, it is a game that City should win comfortably, but I don't think it's going to be like a 5-6-0. I think it's going to be like a 2-0, maybe a 3-0, something like that. You know, I'm about to eat those words if we lose like 7-0, but you know what I mean. Maddison also being brought in by a lot of managers. Again, same as Son. I mean, Maddison is just a really good option anyway, on set pieces, potentially penalties. He's the talisman of the team. He's just a really nice option to have. But with it's really annoying because they've got the best fixture, like one of the best fixtures of the season, and then they've got 2 really bad fixtures. So I understand like jumping on them, but at the same time, I would probably at this point go for Maddison over Son, just because Maddison has been good every game, whereas Son has just been good like that last game. Before, he was like so isolated on the wings and stuff. But again, if he, like I say, if he carries on playing number 9, obviously he's a really good shout, but it depends if he's going to keep playing there, because obviously if he's going to play there, Richarlison is going to get benched, and it's just going to be one of those situations. Ferguson also being brought in by over 200,000 people. I don't know why. I know obviously he's just got a hat-trick, that's why, but I mean, Brighton, is he going to start? Like, that's the thing. Maybe this is going to make him start like getting that hat-trick against Newcastle, but it's one of those, like, you kind of have to wait a little bit. And Brighton's fixtures aren't necessarily great. Like, they've got United. I mean, Bournemouth game coming up is really nice, but apart from that, they don't have anything crazy. And then also Romero as well being brought in by a lot of managers. Again, people will be tripling up on, like, Spurs and stuff, which is, you know, fair enough. Sheffield United is a really good game, but then you've got some problems to deal with for Arsenal and Liverpool. Again, it's around game week 8. If I was wildcarding in game week 8, which I might, game week 8, 9, this is when I'd probably get a few Spurs players in. But yeah, I mean, Spurs look very good attacking. Like, they look very good going forward. And yeah, I guess it would be an exciting time if you are a Spurs fan. But yeah, they are the most transferred in players this week. Moving on to the most transferred out players, Nicholas Jackson, number 1. People are just pissed off with his 1-pointers, I think, which is fair enough. But I still wouldn't get rid of him for this run. Like, this is the good thing about like a game week 9 wildcard or game week 8 wildcard. You can just offload your Chelsea players because they've got Arsenal, Brentford, Spurs, City, and then Newcastle, then Brighton, then United. That is such a bad run of fixtures. Like, that's so bad. And yeah, there ain't going to be any Chelsea players anywhere near my squad around then. But again, if you are wildcarding in game week 9, then yeah, it's perfect to get rid of all your Chelsea players then. But I mean, I don't think he's a bad option. Like, his XG is ridiculous. He just can't finish his dinner, which is weird because, like, in pre-season, he was bagging in goals for fun. So I don't know if it's just the pressure or whatnot. But yeah, you can't really catch a break at the moment. But I don't think he's a hard sell for me. I think there's definitely other fires in teams that need to be put out. But yeah, Nicholas Jackson. Also, Isak as well being transferred out by a lot of managers. Again, there, I don't think I'd do that. Like, the fixture run that Newcastle have got coming up is very, very good. You know, they've got Sheffield United and Burnley and Wolves in the next like few fixtures. So definitely not a player I'd be offloading anytime soon. You know, he's still starting as well. It's not like he's not even getting like minutes. Like, he's not getting the greatest minutes. But at the same time, he's not someone that I would just get rid of now. But yeah, Newcastle definitely having a tough start to the season, 100%. And then João Pedro, another player that a lot of people are getting rid of. He did start the game, but obviously didn't do anything in that Newcastle fixture. So yeah, I mean, if I was a João Pedro owner, I'd probably get rid of him now. I'd probably be bringing in a probably like Alvarez or something if you have have the money to upgrade to him, because he's just a minute's risk, and you don't want to be dealing with that every single week. And then Wiso also another player that's been transferred out by a lot of managers. Again, Brentford's fixtures are okay. Like, Newcastle away is obviously tough, and then United away might be a bit tough. But apart from that, they've still got really good fixtures. I'd still wouldn't be getting rid of him anytime soon. But again, if you do want to bring in an Alvarez, he is just a player you can easily bring in for 6.7. And then also finishing things off, Botman also ankle injury. Again, wait, we've got international break, just don't get rid of him. You know, just wait to see what's being said and stuff. Like, if he's fine for the after the international break, then you've got a good Newcastle defender for all these fixtures coming up. Like, he's not a player you should be getting rid of. If anything, he's a player you should be bringing in after the international break if he is okay, because he's a cheap way into that Newcastle defence. But yeah, I don't think I'd get rid of him at all. Like I say, it's international break now. Don't make any transfers. Anything can happen in international break. You know, it's 2 weeks of football where anything, just don't make any transfers. It's not worth it at all, especially with the price changes that, there's not that many assets this year that are super expensive. It's just Salah and Haaland that are worth having. So yeah, just hold off on the transfers. It's not worth the 0.1, 0.2 price changes, especially when you could bring in a player that goes and gets injured. So again, or you could have a player already in your team now that gets injured and you have to sort them out. But anyway, that's going to be everything from me for the knee-jerk reactions today. Content over the international break will still be going on. It will just be a little bit less. So I'll probably do a wildcard draft on Wednesday, team selection on Friday. It'll probably be every other day as opposed to every single day. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.